Welcome back to my channel. In this video I'll be unboxing and taking a look at this Ultrafire 11-inch traffic signal wand LED, supposedly 250 lumens with an orange flash. I got this on Amazon for only $10 shipped. So it looks like there's a plastic tube to hold 18650 batteries. Probably the light right here along with the wand and a thank you note. Here's a quick little look at the thank you note that was sent. There's also a little warranty card here, and on the back side just some more information. Alright, now let's go take a look at what's inside, which should be the light and the plastic wand. Looks like this light is double wrapped. And there it is. So this light's not ultralight. It looks like it's got a little bit of heft to it and a little extra weight. Looks like on the back side here is the power on and off button. And I'm going to go ahead and open it up. See, there's quite a few screws here. Oh, and inside was this holder for 3 AAA batteries, and it looks like the positive, and the arrow goes this way, so the positive's to the left and the negative is in the back end of the flashlight. Even though those are the springs facing downward, I still believe the positive goes inwards towards the flashlight. And there's some symbols, markings right there. So it shows a dimmer and a direction. It looks like here you could just zoom in or zoom out for the focus of the beam. And it has some nice clicks to it. Let me zoom out and show you what it looks like. And that's with the end of the cover off. And here's, maybe hard to see. So there's the LED, and as you see it goes, you can get closer. Probably for a wide angle, and then you focus it when it gets further back. So I have 2 batteries here, and they did not come with the flashlight. These are my own personal batteries, and you can see the one on the left is a little bigger. So if you buy a battery that has a larger capacity, it may be a little longer, and sometimes it doesn't fit in certain electronics. These are 18650 batteries. They're supposed to be 18 millimeters wide and I believe 65.0 millimeters long. However, this is true to size. The gray one, the one on the left, is actually like 68 millimeters. So it's a little longer and doesn't fit into certain things. So as you can see here, these line up almost perfectly. That's a true 65 millimeter 18650. And on this end, it's actually a little bit longer. So we have right here an 18650 battery holder that is supplied. I'm not sure if it's really necessary, but you could go ahead and put the battery inside here as for a little sleeve, and then from here insert that into the flashlight. And it looks like even when it's in here, it sticks out a little bit, which should be okay. And then we'll go ahead and get the cap and slowly thread this. I guess you have to push it in to thread it in quite a bit. Okay. Okay, for this next part, I want to give you a heads up and a warning that this next part may contain a series of flashes and bright lights. So if you are sensitive to flashes or bright lights, you can go ahead and stop this video now, because I'm going to go ahead and test out the light modes, including, and it may include a flash mode. So again, if you're sensitive to flashes, go ahead and you could go ahead and stop the video, and I could give you an update on it in the comment section below. So I have this on manual mode, and I guess in the video it looks like it's kind of flashing. Maybe this is the low beam, that's why it looks like it's kind of flashing and jittering. So I'm about, the light's about 3 feet away from the floor, and the diameter of this is probably about 1.5 feet, and this is, I think, at its widest section. And when I narrow it down, that's actually a square, and it looks to be about 4 inches across, and this is from 3 feet back. So I'm going to have it here. That's the button. One button turns it off. Next button, this is the flash mode. So it is pretty quick of flashing. Off. And this might be a brighter. So this might be high, off, low beam, off, flash. And it looks like the flash is only on high mode. And again, if you want different versions of flash, you could put it dimmer. You could go ahead and use a flash for wide or low, and I believe it should be a pretty long battery life with the 18650 battery. Here's the plastic tube, or the end part that comes with the light, and the light's advertised being 11 inches, and right now this orange tube at the end is about 6 inches, or approximately a little over 15 centimeters. Now by the time you screw it in, it might be about a little less than 6 inches, or 14.5 centimeters. Now take a look at the threads here. One thing to note is that these threads are very closely spaced together, and it's just thin plastic here, so you don't want to thread it in wrong and end up stripping these threads, because that's all there is to it. And this is pretty cheap, and the threads are on the inside, on the outside, or the inside of the flashlight. So if you look at this flashlight here, you're going to see the threads here. These threads seem to be metallic, so they should be a lot stronger and hold up better than the threads on the end lighted part. Now to screw this in, you might want to make sure to line it up and back off just a little bit to get it nice and square until it lands in. And go ahead and screw that in. Well, when it's all screwed together, it looks like the Ultrafire sign on both of them come together. And indeed, it's just about 11 inches exactly from tip to tip. The light part being 6 inches, and I believe another 5 inches just for the flashlight itself. And if you got this far through the video, again, this part may contain a series of flashes and bright lights, and I'm going to go ahead and show you what this wand looks like on and off. So this apparently is a flash mode, and I could change, let me go ahead and, it looks like bright, off, and then this is the low beam. Not sure if you see, I put it on manual. And you can see by turning to make it more focused, it changes the brightness. So when I do real wide, it looks like it's a little brighter. But then when I do more narrow, it shoots out the back a little bit brighter. So I think you want to go as wide as you can in order to get that light bright. It's not completely uniform, but it should still do the trick, especially when it's flashing. And if it's very bright, this is the bright setting, it does look a little brighter by the light, but it's still very nice. As I mentioned earlier, this light is not light. It's bright, but not light. It's 166 grams approximately with everything included. Oh, and sorry, this is also including a battery. I'll have to go take it off and see how the weight differs from the different battery. But this is with an 18650 standard battery. So this is the battery I weighed it with, and it's 43 grams. Without that battery, it's approximately 123 grams. The bigger battery is about 6 grams more at about 50 grams. There's the adapter. It wasn't initially weighed with the light, but it's 6 grams. Here's 3 of my favorite rechargeable batteries, the Eneloop Pro batteries, and they're 37.4 grams, and throw on the little weight, comes out to be 43.5 grams. It's almost exactly the same weight as the 18650, but if you add the little sleeve on it, and you get a few grams heavier. So if you get better battery life with the 18650 than the AAAs, then it's probably better if you go ahead and get the 18650 rechargeable. Just to see how easy this is, let's go see how easy it is to put my rechargeable batteries inside this light and go ahead and mount it in. And I don't think there's, nope, it doesn't have to go in a specific way. Let me go ahead and tighten this up and figure out how much it weighs. With AAA batteries and its case, it comes out to 162 grams. So just about the same as with the 18650. So compared to another standard typical bicycle light with the batteries, it's quite a bit heavier, like a quarter-pound heavier. Well, there you have it, the contents of the Ultrafire 11-inch traffic wand. Oh, there's also this thing. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments below. Feel free to subscribe if you like to. And again, thanks for watching and hope you join me for the next video. Thanks again.